what up? Guess what? It's Sunday. You know what that means? Me, DJ Joker, and Mazanga von Bandman, playing music and talking nonsense. Sometimes at the same time, and sometimes together. If you do want to get in touch this evening, it's dead easy to do. As always, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and all the usual places. Search Real DJ Joker and Mazanga.
Yes.
Yeah, him.
And, go hit copyvradio.net for the appropriate links to your watching pleasure. And you can also hit us up in the Discord chat if you would like to post funny memes or speak inappropriately.
Yes. And some of it we'll read out on air, and some of it we'll totally ignore.
Absolutely.
So, Maz, what's going on with you and computers?
We had a dissonant dysfunction of the old laptop. It didn't want to start, didn't want to run stuff in either Windows or in Linux. And I fell back on the old laptop computer to do the job, more or less.
Need to get a big box. You know, remember those? The big boxes.
Yes. Well, the tower that I have is a piece of garbage because the good one burnt its motherboard, and I'm working on that, man. Working on that. It's a big number proposition, but yeah, working on that slowly but surely.
Everything in Maz's house was smoking that day.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It decided to indulge, and I did not approve. Yeah, the secret with computers and electrical devices is never let the smoke out.
Yeah,
the smoke is what makes it work.
What you should have done is wrapped it in a plastic bag. That would have helped.
I poured gasoline on it and torched the whole box in the end. I have a picture of my computer on fire.
Even tin foil, tin foil will keep all of the good stuff in and the bad stuff out.
Smoke in. Yeah. Put it on the bottom of the motherboard, but be sure to scratch where the power plug puts in.
I'm sure to be fine, I guess.
Sure, right? I could put it in some water and turn it on remotely. It'll be fine.
I did see the one where the guy basically put it into a vat of cooking oil, and it managed to get the oil to temperature to cook chips in. He literally cooked chips through the power of his CPU.
CPU. They do get quite hot, to be honest. Especially if it's a low-end CPU. They'll start really cooking 300-400 degrees.
We should, of course, mention for the idiots listening, don't try that at home, kids, okay? That's a bad thing to do.
Please don't try that at all.
Yeah.
And if you do, don't send us the bill.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a bit like that hack I saw recently where if you get a scrunched up piece of tin foil and you put it into a ball and you put it in a microwave for 3 minutes, it will turn into a completely round sphere. It's like it's science or something. I don't know how it works. Microwaves.
It's closer to or something, because actually the microwaves and tin foil will start a nice fire in your microwave.
It will be kabloom, boom, boom.
Yes. We have Agent X stopping in and saying hello.
Blimey, what's wrong with him? He must have set his alarm on time.
Yup, alarm worked.
Yeah. I did see the lateness in the Discord chat, which is a great thing about Discord chat. It's always on, so you can dip in and leave messages for us as well. So,
yes. I had rather a good discussion with Matsumix yesterday in the Discord chat, and the voice function and the video function there. It's pretty good.
That's clever. That
yes,
is really clever, isn't it?
Like if I had a mixer, I could probably put an input channel of our ramblings into the Discord, and they could actually hear us behind the scenes.
Sometimes that would be really cool, and then other times I think...
And then other times, turn that shit off. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Sometimes when we're having a bad day, we treat these shows as our therapy session. So, we need to make sure that we get that right, obviously.
Absolutely. Joss also stopped in. Yo-Yo Joss, and probably Tam is right by him, so... Hello.
Hello and good evening. Welcome to our wonderful world of the Emporium of the Mind.
Yes, the mind and the soul.
I don't know why I said
Absolutely. It works. It's so fitting. Yeah. Absolutely. Do you have anything special in store for us tonight?
that. Not
Or
really,
this
no.
evening?
I wish
Cool.
I wish I could say yeah, but
Yeah,
As
but
always.
no, but yeah, but no.
we're just gonna wing it like we always do.
Nice.
Anyway, check this out. This is an oldie, everyone. Yeah, bomb the bass.
Oldie but a goodie.
Bomb the-
Ooh, bomb the base. Nice one.
Yeah, don't make me, and in brackets a sandwich.
Good one.
This shit, that ice cold. Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band about that one, break it down. Girl, say hallelujah. Girl, say hallelujah. Girl, say hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch.
So, moving on in the world of playing music and things, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. That gets banned by Facebook police in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes? I hope not. I went through a lot of trouble to get this shit working today.
Yeah, so, you know, you
Please appreciate the effort.
somebody's got to.
Yeah, right? At least.
Put some nigga in it. Take a sip. Sign the check. Julio, get the scratch. Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show up. Smoother than a fresh drop. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band about that money, break it down. Girl, say hallelujah. Girl, say hallelujah. Girl, say hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
There we go.
There you go. Exactly.
We're either back in the room or we're not. We're going to have to talk amongst ourselves for a couple of seconds due to some weirdness going on with the musical machine. And so just hum a merry tune to yourself for a few seconds. We'll restart, which will take about 9 hours because that's just what happens to us on a Sunday. It normally takes 3 seconds, but not today, of course. Today,
Not on Sundays.
there'll be a Windows update. There'll be some kind of reason why it doesn't work that quickly. And we'll all be going, well, why isn't it working? We don't know. We have no idea. Worked every other day this week except for today. Yeah.
Yep. That's the way we roll.
Yeah. That's the way my computer rolls anyway. That's for sure.
As soon as you hooked up to me, you're having laptop issues, which I had earlier all day long. It was ridiculous.
Great.
I even formatted my computer, especially for Linux, and this little fucker, doesn't want to work.
It's now a paperweight. Congratulations.
An extreme paperweight that covers the whole paper. Yeah.
Crazy stuff. There
I
we
got
go.
the old box working today overtime. It already, as soon as I hit the streaming, it gives me a high RAM warning. I'm like, yeah, okay, we've seen that before. just don't start screaming in the background, you know?
Your RAM is too high. What?
Too hot. Yeah. You want to make some toast with that? Grilled cheese would be nice. Thank you, sir. You know what? We should actually invent the grilled cheese maker that works on CPU chips. I'm sure I have enough old ones around that I could really get them hot.
Grilled cheese on your CPU.
Yeah, absolutely. Either that or fried eggs, and they come out with a Intel print on the bottom. That's a new thing. The Intel print costs extra. Another $5 for onions. Thank you.
Right, good news. Music is back. So Pump Up the Volume by Mars is now playing. Hooray! And next will be a mashup by someone who did Snap versus Rhythm is a Dancer. I don't actually know I don't know who it is. I do. It's you'll know this person, Maz. Paolo Monti.
Paolo Monti, yes. Paolo Monti.
Yes.
What a nice dude.
And a great name to go.
He might even be listening to us right now, to be honest. He generally will listen in. He's not much of the chatters, but yes, we do have a Italian contingent that generally listens.
The thing is, we have the Indonesian contingent, the Chinese contingent, and they're not all in the chat box, but we know they're there. So good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome. It is a great pleasure to have you here. That was my best Vincent Price voice then. Good evening. Welcome.
He was magnificent, Vincent Price. Like, he comes from New York, and he used to have this heavy New York accent. And he worked on himself for this international feel, and he fixed his English, and his diction and all that stuff is absolutely flawless. So he's like more the international speaker, and his English is not accentuated.
Well, I for one am glad his dick has been fixed, and it's good to know. What?
Witty. Yes, dick as in diction.
Anyway, check this out. It's a great mashup.
Nice.
Ma! Ma! Mum! 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 Mummy! Mummy! Mama! 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 What?
You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you.
dark, a tidal wave of dancing light. Build it up now, waiting for the drop is the wonder. Oh, what a sound raining down all around. You're a beautiful sound. Riding a sound wave, no slowing down, saying go, go. Into the sun rays, no cooling down, saying go. Let's just keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. treat, pretty woman. You kinda like to meet, pretty woman. I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one can look as good as you.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. Then I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lie. I should have made you leave your key. 'Cause if I'd known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go.
Money does indeed talk, and as Steve,
people.
The Adventures of Steve E.V. once said, "Money talks." That was the name of the track. We're playing music, and me and Maz are having very deep conversations about whether there are aliens on the moon, because that's how we roll.
Yes, we do.
Is-
Most of the time.
Yeah, it's one of those where the conversation takes an interesting turn, and you think to yourself, "Hey, no one's listening to this. This is good. This is gold, absolute gold."
Gold. Oh, and they're missing it.
Yep.
They really.
They didn't get to hear any of that. You know how we jumped from the Dark Crystal and the puppets to NASA not knowing how to fly to the moon to the obvious conclusion, which is there are aliens already living on the moon. Easy.
So I'm a swerve-inducing person, I guess. I kind of like blew the conversation with that comparison of the knowledge and the knowledge. That's pretty interesting.
There's chaos theory at work there for sure. Jeff Goldblum would be proud.
Yes. Yes. But you know what? The movie sounds very familiar.
Yeah,
To be honest.
I'll just catch up the listeners. We're talking about The Dark Crystal from 1982. And Netflix did an adaptation a couple of years ago as sort of a prequel to the film, which already makes you go, ugh. But the puppetry and the scenes and how they put it together and everything is done by hand, no CGI, maybe a couple of digital effects for explosions, but that was it, basically. So
did it have a big group of monsters in it by any chance?
They did have a big group of monsters in it. You're remembering, aren't you? You're remembering.
Yes, I am. Yes,
it's coming back
coming
to
through the haze. Yes.
As I
it
said,
was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but see,
That was in a different lifetime.
I was 7 years old. That film impacted me. That was one of those where I watched it and I was just blown away by the fact that it was a great story anyway, but it's like, these are puppets. This is amazing.
It was amazing, and it was supposed to be amazing too. I do remember.
So, we were talking about people's skills, and obviously the fact that there were some very skilled people involved on that, which came on the back of robots. That's
well, that also came on the back of Godzilla, and this conversation was welcome to Copy Me Radio. Today is Sunday.
Yeah. So there you are. You're completely caught up. Welcome.
Take it back to the roots, yes.
That was the first hour of the show, mostly. It is 7:58, which means we are almost halfway through the show, meaning that there's an hour left. These time check things make me giggle, because all the time it kind of go, yeah, so we've had an hour, which means there's an hour left, and that's 60 seconds, everyone, if you're interested. 60 minutes even, not seconds. That'd be a very short hour.
Very short hour. That would be on Venus or something like that.
But as Einstein said, time is relative.
It's all relative. 5 minutes. Okay, so how long is that really? How long is that in human time? I'll be ready soon. Okay, so soon. Quantify soon, please. Yeah. yeah. In a minute. Is that a minute on Earth or on Jupiter? Yeah. Or actually, it would be on Uranus, because Uranus takes like a year is like the longest thing. So I'm sure a minute would be the longest thing too.
Yeah, potty mouth. You had to go there, didn't you? You couldn't. You couldn't let it lie.
Nope, I had to hit that.
Yeah.
And no, I didn't say it in the in the proper English Uranus. It's always Uranus.
Oh. Get you, Mr. Astrologer.
Yeah.
That's not even the right word. No, yeah, it's right. No, astronomer.
Astronomer. Either or. Yes,
well,
I know.
No, astrologer means that Capricorn's moving into Uranus, whereas astronomy means Uranus is next to Mars. Those are the two differences.
Two big differences. Yeah, I take the latter, good sir.
Knowing the difference could save your life.
Knowing the difference between Uranus and Uranus could save your life. Yes.
Uranus. Do you know, that's brilliant. I'd never thought of that before. Uranus. Yeah. I'm saying it legitimately and not in a jokey way, but then all of my punchlines don't work anymore.
There you go. So that's why you always say Uranus and make it a point.
One of my favorite skits is that there is a town in America called Uranus. And Johnny Knoxville and the guys from that program, you know, the one where they beat each other up and stuff. I can't think what it's called at the moment.
Jackass.
Yes, Jackass. Thank you. And the whole skit was, look, there's a truck in my anus. It was my anus, not your anus. It was my anus.
Always my anus. Yeah, would always be the comment would be, what? A truck in your anus?
There's a truck in my anus, and then it would be there's a bowling ball in my anus, and then it just went on and on and on. And I just thought, being the school child that I am, I just thought it was funny. I make no apologies for that.
There's a place in the Swiss Alps, if I'm not mistaken, called Fucking, and
there is.
Yeah.
And somebody kept stealing the sign, and now they've had it done in stone or something, so they can't steal the sign anymore.
They're contemplating changing the name of the town because of all the people stealing the signs and all the people coming just for jokes on fucking. Yeah, they're real fucking cows and fucking. This is a fucking cow, you know? Mind-numbingly simple, but it's absolutely hilarious.
So you could go
it's
there.
Like the obvious.
You could go there. You could buy a cow, fly back to America to my
you
anus,
buy a fucking cow,
and
You
then
could buy
say
fucking
there's a fucking cow in my anus.
cow in your anus. Yes, yes. See, this is the way you make a complicated joke, even though it's on a simple, you know, caca pee pee doo doo level.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You-
Yeah.
Make it-
Teacher said fart. Yeah, you know.
You had me at teacher said. Fart was a bonus.
It was indeed.
Uh,
It was indeed.
Good one.
But, that could be the most expensive setup for a joke ever.
Really?
Literally, I would love someone to just give me the money to do that, so I could literally, you know, charter a flight to said village to buy cow, to go back to American state
Cow
with said
back to
cow.
America.
Go through
Absolutely.
all of the customs, making sure it doesn't have you know, foot and mouth disease and all of the things that cows might bring from another country, just so I could play off that very, very final punchline. That would be
I
awesome.
wish you the wealth one day that you'll be able to afford to do that.
Please, God, please.
Yeah. Well, you're going in the right direction. Just stop spending it. You know?
Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? Rich people don't spend their money. That's a fact.
I totally empathize and understand that point oh so well, young man. As clearly stated, he was 7 years old in 1982.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, I'm much younger than you, of course, where you were 7
yeah.
years old in 1872, which...
In 1982, I was living in Harlem. Yeah. I was living in Harlem in
How does it
82,
feel to have you two write a song about you, then?
right?
Yeah,
I think-
Angel of Harlem, obviously.
Angel of Harlem, yes. We'll try and mix that in with one of those DJ Joker beats or something like that if you could find it. Yeah.
That would be good,
The
wouldn't
Ghetto of Harlem remix.
dear, we talked all over the Doors and Light My Fire. So if we get a strike on that now, I'm gonna say no.
There is a God if we get a strike on that.
Yeah.
No, I'll bet you that's the one that'll set everybody off, even though we were like talking all over it.
Yep.
It's usually like that. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I was.
Like last week, I was expecting very different results from the algorithm on YouTube. I was absolutely surprised at what blocked us, to be honest. I'm like, who's that? It's, oh yeah, one of those people.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
literally, who are you? I've never heard of you before.
What the fuck? I tried to find out who it was, and I'm like, don't get it. Okay, don't get it. Okay, so it is what it is, you know. Kind of amusing.
Well, we do like amusing, which is why we do this every Sunday, of course.
Absolutely. Either that, or we're just insane.
There is that as well, of course.
You know? Well, it is doing the same thing over and over and over again and not learning your lessons. So yeah, maybe or be either or. No, man, it's my art. My art is my love. It's my addiction. I must do this. Okay, another junkie.
Yep. I've got to say, my back catalogue of these recordings is vast.
Yes. Well, not only that, everything is basically available on YouTube for the last quite a few years, at least.
Yeah. Although they do mute us at quite interesting times if we mention things about the government.
The ever-listening ear.
Yeah. Although they never cared about any of the Trump jokes that I made,
Really?
which surprised me. I thought that the Dark Lord and Master of the Internet, Donald Trump, would obviously put us to bed, really. So, but he didn't. So that was good of him.
Yeah, very nice. And Mark Zuckerberg doesn't sleep because of us once a week. He's like, Sunday, shit, they're on. What are they going to say about me? Well, I better call Sony and Umga. Oh my God, I've gotten notices from people I've never heard from on Facebook. It's absolutely freaking insane. Like So who the hell is that? It's not like any big corporate. No, there's little people going after us now.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. I got like maybe 15 from Sony back, release, 15 from Warner, 30 from Warner, release. And all these little guys who I never, argued with, there's like, okay, release. I'm like, Jesus. That's absolutely incredible, the amount of warnings that I've gotten in the last week.
It does seem
Crazy.
bizarre. But hey, that's what makes it fun. Learning these new people that you never knew even had a.
Let's give a shout out to Mesam, MESAM in big old letters, released our claim, and UMPI and SACEM released their claims, and Solar, Sony ATV administered by ICE, released their claim. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. You guys are freaking idiots.
I mean, what gets me more than anything else is that they must listen back quickly and go, oh, it's those guys again, and then just release the claim. They just can't be bothered.
You'd think they'd know better by now. They have a lawyer like fighting for them. He sends in their rights and stuff like that,
They've literally done their homework and gone, no, that it's just really not worth the petrol.
Really, no, man, I got to click on the keyboard now. I really don't feel like it. Whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But if it keeps them off the streets, it keeps them off the streets.
You would hope. Instead of, oh man, we could have gotten advertising from that. Now look what we did. All these big old companies. Now we can make another 2 cents, for every video. Oh, said the conglomerate. Yeah.
Eventually they will take over the world. And on that thought, I'm going to leave you with another track coming up next.
been telling me you've been creeping while I'm sleeping now. You've been chasing every girl inside. You've been messing around. Now it's over now. Baby, please forgive me. What I'm about to say, what I'm about to do, I can't take no more. I know you ain't been true. That's why I'm telling you.